Hello everybody and welcome to Metroid Fusion, or Metroid 4. And so this explores Samus's successor as they salvage the remains of her spaceship from the asteroid belt that she collided into. Or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. Look at that. It's totally Samus's head. Oh. Had been assigned to watch over Biologics research team. Now that is just a kick-ass name. Biologics. I mean, for who can be the most generic space corporation. So I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388, which is the Metroid's homeworld. That we were already at, and wiped out all the Metroids. That's us. Man, Samus, he's so cool. Wasted those super missiles. Oh no, I guess they weren't green. Those are regular missiles. Dope. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. For Extreme. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm pretty sure her suit could survive the hard vacuum in space. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel covered it and transported me to the Galactic Federation HQ. Because that's, you know, safe protocol. Just take this unknown organism back to your HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. Within you. Power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given the minimal chance of survival. I mean, out of everything she's done for the Federation, they better be working their ass off. Then, someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. A single cell. Just one. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388, and they are using one of them to save you. Oh yes. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. Here we have the X in its natural habitat. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. Target lock on. Commence destruction. Yeah, its physical appearance. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. I guess you're a human Metroid hybrid now, but Chozo Metroid human hybrid. Samus, you pretty fucked up. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over, because we just saw it. Do the other one. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. Oh, Biologic, you have the most hilarious name. The ship's computer notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or the BSL, the BS Labs, research station. Which we started our last game at too, as a research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart. Now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CEO is something I have to bear, as it was the condition of my taking the ship. For someone who just likes taking orders, this is the second time I've found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CEO. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of more dialogue in this, which could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here, in the middle of the station. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. A blink from there. Is the objective clear? Now go to the quarantine bay. Ah yes, our latent abilities. The Hyper Beam, the Screw Attack, the Space Jump, the Plasma Beam, the Morph Ball, the everything. Just latent. Alright guys, so this is probably my favorite of the not handheld, but the two-dimensional classic Metroidvania games. And you can already see some of the major differences between it and Super Metroid. Where Super Metroid was paving the way, this was refining it, and I think they did an excellent job. But we'll get to this first before I talk about it more. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. For one, lots more text. For two, hanging. Hanging from ledges. And even shooting from ledges. It's good stuff. Maybe not shooting from ledges, but maybe that's not a thing. But also ladders and wall or ceiling handbars, whatever those are called. And moving energy and nipple drops in the form of X-parasites that you just saw me pick up on. Okay, so you probably only shoot from ladders, which we'll see later. But the wall hanging just cements good platforming in this game, where Super Metroid was kind of iffy on the platforming. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X-parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X-parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X-infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X-parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X-parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity, and this is the beginning of the game. Obviously, we can't wipe them all out now. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Now get going. I've released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. So these are your link, the event. Oop, dang it! I don't want to talk to you. No, don't confirm. These are the event locked doors now. Obviously not opening to anything. And a new change is security levels of hatches instead of weapon lock hatches. So I can unlock these basic gray doors, and that's all. So, health drops to yellow and will drop to green. I don't remember exactly what color power bombs are if they are a different color. They may just work with the green. Whoop. Yeah, jerkbag. Little slime zombie. Alright. What did I just stop at this navigation? Oh, right. I've received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help you against some enemies that your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. The big D. Yep. I want the D. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Elevators, hello friends. Also, that computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served under the name Adam Malkovich. He called me Lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Yeah, but doesn't call you Lady. Okay. So Suns moves much. Ooh, recharge room. Moves much faster in this game. I feel just by default. So they just put the run button on and left it. I mean, that's obviously probably because she lost most of her suit. So that's probably very important about that. Another navigation room, don't care. The data room, I love these things. You always get something nice out of them. So, just because of the existence of the data room, it makes me happy, because that means that the Federation can integrate with her suit, and I don't know why they aren't just getting her to download so much weapons data. Oh, the power went down. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located there. That floating, flashing circle that says target. I'm reading huge bio signs, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. If I could read that in some kind of green intonation, I would. But as it is, it's just a green X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Is the objective clear? Yes! Missiles are your only hope. I would make a Star Wars reference, but I'm just too tired. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target. Help me, missiles. You're our only hope. Oh yes. Alright, another improvement over Super Metroid is instead of the toggle... Oh, there's a... Yep, green. Instead of the toggle for the item select, for the missiles, power bombs, grappling hook, and X-ray visor, there's instead just a hold to activate. I don't actually remember those. The opposite of toggle. Oh, so yeah, here's a ladder that we can shoot from. We can shoot at angle too. We can shoot up. I love it. Can we shoot down? Yeah. So yeah, obviously, just all over the place. And oh wait, I wonder. Hip. Oh, okay. Hip. Oh. Okay. So I still rock at those jumps. Nice, more missiles. Obviously, we're going to need them. Another. So this is This is them showcasing the difference between Super Metroid and Fusion. Where if you look in the top corner, you can see that there's a circle in the room, which shows that, yeah, called it. Which shows that there is a item upgrade in here, and then it turns into a dot when it's empty. So that's an excellent improvement in my opinion. Because I was always worried about not finding everything in a room. Also, backtracking sucks in Super Metroid because did you find everything in that room? Who knows? Eye doors are back. Oh, yep. Up. Awesome. And the red slimes, or yeah, red X are super useful. They are a massive regen. Nice. Already needed interesting. Alright, so I actually read about some of the technical differences between Super Metroid and Me4roid, and one of the main one is you take so much more damage to show that you are without all your extra armor, obviously. So it's more about not getting hit, and as you can see, they actually give you a lot of helps. You're more agile, and so you should get that. You should be hit less. Oh, dang it. Oop. This is unfortunate. Oh, yes! Gimme. Okay, so this is the... This is the new upgrade system, as it were. So whenever you kill a boss, a big X parasite pops out, and you have to smash its shell before you can absorb it. And so this is how you recover all your upgrades. In this case, Morphball. The well-loved, iconic Morphball. And so, more showcasing of new mechanics, i.e. these ladders again, and the shooting from them, and the leg timing, and the Morphball ledge combo. Oop. Tight passages automatically go into Morphball mode, you climb up, so that's all good. So indeed, there's also a couple tonal differences, because Metroid Fusion is basically a survival horror, because you're dealing with a parasitic infection of an entire station, where this used to be a place where humans lived, whereas obviously Zeeb's our last location. Samus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been compromised by X-parasites. Sector 1, SRX, shows several abnormalities on the biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Get Victor clear. Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the access into the environment may also be linked to the explosive. They kind of slipped some questionable things into the beginning of the... oh no. Sub-Zero containment. You take damage from very cold temperatures now. It's slipping questionable things in the middle of briefings now. For example, there was an explosion in the same place where they sent your suit part that is partly organic in a parasite that can be that can mimic organic species. Oh, speaking of which, Oh yes, why open the door the usual means? Just blow it open. And so, here we have an X-parasite mimicking us, which is terrifying, for one. For two, we are now stuck in a variety of environments from the area we just finished exploring. So being cut off from an area that was kind of familiar is also terrifying. One of the perks of linear gameplay development. Of course, there's because of the narration that they're giving us, they almost have to give a linear gameplay events, which isn't always a bad thing. The main elevator leading to the exit shaft had been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now, listen closely. PX and Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Now get moving. Yes. So as I said, there's nothing wrong with the linear story. I believe there are a couple notable exceptions where you can get your sequence breaking on. But through very intense means that it's just almost not worth it. Oh wait, I love these things. This could be. That's cute. Oh wait. I just like things like we're bigger. Okay. So there's that. Wall at the back. And here we hear the screams of the shrieking eels. Or beaded missiles, and it will just burst. Come here. Okay, you got it there. Oh boy. Oh wait, yeah. So those things you can either shoot the outsides off or get them as they're flying back up, as you saw me snatching up. Wait, what was this over here? Oh, it's probably one of the other ones, yeah. Yep. Let's see, what else is there? I feel like... yeah, no. Yep, all good, all good. Bring them here. I'm pretty sure the other way is blocked. Whoop. Yeah. That's totally how you work. But if I should shoot the front, it won't work. Maybe with a missile. No. Right here we go. Ah, it does work. Cool. I love dual vulnerable things. It just makes lots of to be able to kill things in a lot of different manners. Looks like the not the grapple. The gravity suit. Worse. Okay. I just noticed that Thomas is climbing on those with her gun arm. I'm just like, how is she climbing that? She has a gun on her arm. That doesn't make any sense. Yep. Missiles don't travel fast, but... Dang it, missiles travel faster than terminal velocity. How dare you. I think we're also more maneuverable in water, but we have to wait for data to test that. Good. Oh, yep, see, teaching us about the Metroid tutorials. But this is very good game design. Letting the players run into these things to advance and offer them in a simple and easy to get manner. I like it. So this is the Metroid I've played the most, because it's all I had when I had a Game Boy Advance. I'm not exactly sure where the Metroid 2 copy went, but I played Metroid. But I think he got this for me for Christmas one time, and I was just like, yes! So I played the crap out of this. As such, I'll try not to spoil things. Too early. Which means I'll keep my deductions to a minimum because I already know the answers to my deductions. But yes, I still enjoyed it. And so I'm kind of happy that I get it. And also, I heard I was thinking about, since I'm thinking about doing the entire series, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. I'm not sure exactly when I would have had time to mention it. But there's a person doing a remake of the second Metroid in the style of Metroid Zero Mission, i.e. the remake of the first one, called Another Metroid 2 Remake. Like, already? Oh yeah, see, just another things that shot hype when you're hanging might be important. Okay. And so I'll see if I can. I'm not sure about using or being able to let's play his, but I'll send him an email, and if I can, I will also add that to my list. Otherwise, you might just have to deal with me playing the actual original. Ooh. Dang it. Why'd you have to do it? Okay, well that means boss. Yep. That's just suspicious. Well, that offers an interesting... See, that even hurts. Hold on one second.